Most surprising NFL team through 4 weeks. Guests are always first. Guests are always first. Most
And
surprising team, DL.
they only have one win, but I'm gonna say the Cardinals because I
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna say
feel
the
like they've
same
been
thing. I
the
was gonna
easy
say the
win
You
that
same
didn't go
everybody
there.
thing.
thinks. Yeah,
You didn't go
I
there.
was
You
gonna
didn't
say
go
the
there.
same. No, I was gonna say
You
the
did
same thing.
not go there.
I swear to God, I was
they
gonna say
Oh
the same
my
thing.
god.
they aren't
Oh
the
my.
easy win that everybody has said. I'm not saying like I'm impressed, like oh they're killing the
No,
game, but
these are
they're supposed
surprising.
to be like the easy win each week. They're supposed to be everybody's tune-up game, and that has not been the
That's the
case.
Caleb Williams team. That's what people are saying. Like that's how bad that team
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Yeah, they're supposed to be the team looking like they're locking up the number one pick, not Chicago. So
Man. Gator?
I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say two teams though. I think it's a tie between the Cardinals and the Texans. Especially because the Texans started 0-2, so it looked like everything that we expected about them was true. But then they just had two big wins, like beating the Steelers, and last week, who'd they beat last week? A pretty deep, like not a atrocious team. Who'd they beat last week? Who did they beat last week?
The Texans, they beat
Was it
it
the
was
Colts?
actually a pretty
was it
decent
the
team.
Colts?
Was it the
No, it
Colts?
wasn't the Colts. I don't think it was the Colts. Let me look right now.
Oh, the
The
Jags.
Jaguars. And they
Yeah,
blew them
like
out. And they
They
blew them.
beat the Jags and the Steelers. Like
Yeah,
don't
it's impressive.
like you do not want to play them. Like that's supposed to be a W. Listen, this might be a hot take right now.
Mm,
This is gonna be a hot take.
mm.
This might have to be clippable, but I'm I'm gonna say the Texans win that division.
The Texans win that division? What are we talking about with Tennessee in there? Oh no.
Tennessee, Jacksonville,
Oh
and
no, that
Indy.
is a hot take. That's definitely a hot take. I think you're gonna prove to be wrong on that one, buddy. We got. Hey, listen, the viewers that's watching, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're in the chat, um, telling us what you think about the current topic that we're on right now. Also instructions on how to be on the show with us live. We got a special guest. DL just came into the show today. We need more special guests. We need more football and basketball analysts on the show. So I know you're enjoying watching. That's amazing. If you're up for it, if you know what you're talking about, football, basketball, please join the show. Right now, we have. Oh, excuse me. Let me quickly give my take. I guess I got most surprising team. It's a two-parter, and I'm gonna just say them quick because it is a two-part. I got the Buccaneers as one of the most surprising teams out there in the Los Angeles Rams. Now, these two teams, the Rams, I just didn't know with the Rams what they were going to look like. I thought a lot of what we were going to see from the Rams was going to be what we saw last year. And to see them actually coming out, especially going to the nail, tooth and nail with the 49ers, the team that most people deem the most impressive team this season, going tooth and nail with them, being a formidable, more than formidable offense. That offense looks amazing right now in the Sean McVay. And so I'm really impressed with how I see the Rams are finally getting over that Super Bowl hangover, and they're looking like the Rams again. And then we got the Buccaneers, who Todd Bowles still got that defense playing at an extremely high level. I'm super surprised with the consistency play from Baker Mayfield in this offensive attack. So those two teams are my surprising teams. Any closing remarks? Um, and just we got a couple more minutes on this topic. So, is there anything that anybody want to add?
Um, I would say the only thing I don't like about your Rams pick is well, it's not that I don't like it because I mean it's surprising. I thought they were going to be like 1-3 at this point. The Cincinnati loss concerned me though. The offense looked bad, and the Texans just whooped the Titans just whooped them. So and the Niners basically covered that game. You saw what Sean McVay did, so I'm not gonna say they went tooth and nails. In the first half, they did. For one half of play, they went tooth and nails with the Niners. It was
They
17.
went to the now, and they didn't play the.
It was
They didn't
seven.
play.
It was
They didn't play
17-17 at
Tennessee.
halftime.
They didn't play Tennessee. The
No,
two
no, no,
losses
no,
that
no, no,
they.
no, no, no. I'm saying it's the way Tennessee handled Cincinnati. You would have thought the
Oh,
Rams could have should have scored more points on them.
listen. we all saw that game. You got the rush, the pass rush was getting to Stafford like crazy, and they showed up the offensive line throughout practice the following week and handled Indiana defensive rush. And then they lost to Cincinnati by 3.
I'm gonna flip this
Lost-
actually. This is a good question. We didn't go the other route. A surprising team to me. Well, it wasn't really surprising to me. It was probably surprising to a lot of people. Is the Giants. What I mean by that is surprising as we had high expectations for them, so it's surprising about like how bad they're playing to start the season. So
I give you that.
Everyone
I like that.
everyone kept saying a surprise good team. You could also flip the switch and say it's a surprise team that may be underperforming.
Of course you can. Of course you can go that route. And so the Giants, I mean, you didn't expect much from them, but
Yeah,
I guess
a lot of people did. Is what I'm saying.
We did. Moving on, changing over to the association.